Well, I thought, we had to adjust to a lot of things with definitely Pinzan and Betty not being on the floor and playing some guys in different positions. A lot of credit to Idaho coming across the country and playing as well as they did. They run great stuff. They're very well coached. And they were really difficult to defend, especially in that first half, the way that they shot the basketball. For us today, we wanted to make sure we didn't foul and we took care of the ball. The constant thing for us has been rebounding all year, and that came up big. And the free throw shooting, us improving on that. You look at the end of the game, you got 4 freshmen out there on the floor. And, they deserve to be out on the floor just because of their production and the way that they've played. It's good to have Sydney Harvey back. We were able to play her about 3.5 minutes a quarter. She came in like she didn't miss a beat. She found Maria Alvarez too in the fourth quarter with 2 great passes. And thought they really feed off of each other and they play really well together. Again, Maria's threes were huge, but it started with Christina Bermejo, the game that she had. Shea Leverett, where that she rebounded. And, we had a foul to give, and at the end of the game, doing the right things to finish the game. We're T-fouled, and we took that timeout, got the ball into L, and she made the 2 free throws. So there were a lot of different things that we did well in the final 4 or 5 minutes that we didn't do well in the other 35. But sometimes you got to find ways to win. There's a lot of times where you don't play well, and you just don't play well and you lose. Well, we didn't play well today, but found a way to do enough to win. And it took some of the plays that some of these guys made.
Question. Coach, what does a win like this say about the grit and the grind of the team to not give up? There was very, very little time whenever they were in the lead, but they still managed to find a way to get the victory. What do you have to say?
I think you only learn from these things to win these type of games. You got to play these type of opponents. You had Texas at home. Baylor, you're down 2 with 4 to go in the fourth quarter. The Florida Gulf Coast game, the South Dakota State game was a 1-possession game. So we've been in those positions before, and that was the thing. We took the lead, they took a timeout, and then they go on a 5-0 run or 6-0 run. And I go, here we go again. All right, how do we bounce back? How do we answer? So I think you play these type of opponents where you're going to get tested, and so when you get into league play, if you've already been a part of that, because there's only so much you can simulate in practice. So it's a good win, especially protecting your home floor. But we got to put it behind us and get ready to go to. We still got 3 games in 2019. We'll have to play a lot better in Las Vegas defensively than we did today.
Yeah, and speaking on that, Coach, you've got 3 non-conference games before, or a couple more non-conference games before league play. What are you looking to tighten up in this 3-game stretch here?
Well, I think right now is our rotation. You're playing Maria Alvarez at the point guard spot where she was just going to relieve, she was just relieving Pinzan. Pinzan's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks with a high ankle sprain. We anticipate Betty being back for Vegas, but if she's not, she's definitely going to be back for conference with the hamstring injury. So you're playing some guys out of positions now. You get Sydney Harvey another week of practice. Then she fits right in there. I think getting Elle maybe some time and a little package for her to play the point guard spot with the ball in her hands, I think that'll help us as well.
Sydney Harvey's first game back, as you mentioned, definitely seemed to be a spark plug whenever she was out there. Can you go a little bit more in depth about what it's like having her back, especially with Betty and Pinzan out currently?
She was all freshman team last year. She's played a lot of minutes for us and been a lot of wars, but she hasn't played in the game since March. And she played 3-on-3 in the offseason. That's where, but everything's just been practice. So, she's healthy. She's fine. The conditioning's just not there yet, just because of of playing and practicing. But we know what Sydney brings to the table. And, I mean, it wasn't a surprise the way that she came in and gave us a different speed at both the point guard and the wing, just because she's explosive, can get to the basket, and she can finish around the rim. You know, at the end of the game, she's there for a reason, because she knows what we want. And she did some very, very good things. She came up with a jump ball. That was a huge defensive play. So it's good to have her back.
Bravankova had 3 big offensive rebounds in a couple of minutes there. I mean, really giving you guys extra possessions. Was that one of the keys to staying in the fight towards the end?
She had 7 offensive rebounds. And those are big. And that's what we've been challenging our wings. They got to go to the glass more and go to the glass more. She's just got to slow down on the offensive end. Put the ball down on the floor first. But she hit a huge short corner jumper in the fourth quarter in a crucial time.
It was just exciting to be out there. Like, when you're on the bench, you see you see more things that the coaches say, or you just realize more stuff. So I was just excited to be back.
Did some of those things, kind of help you happen to maybe set the first couple weeks of the season, help you prepare?
Yeah, most definitely. Like, when you're in the game, you might not think you're sprinting to the middle for midline, but like when you're like watching from the bench, you're like, oh yeah, we kind of jog there, or so just those kind of things helped.
How was the week of practice coming up for you?
Oh, it was definitely hard, because I'm out of shape, but other than that, it was good, I thought.
He had 2 clutch threes right near the end of the fourth quarter, gets USF right back in it. Take us through a little bit of that. What was it like to try to have your name called and take the opportunity? What was going through your mind, and how'd that feel to get your team right back in it?
Well, it was like, I remember looking at the clock, there was like 2 minutes left and we were down 5. So that's when kind of panicky gets to you and all that. But he pretty much called the plays, and I mean, our bigs got me really good screens to get me open, and Sydney found me in the right spots. And when the ball was in my hands, I just knew I had to make those 2 clutch shots, and when they went in, it just kind of went hype from there.
Maria, they were off 2 passes from Sydney, from what Coach said. He said that y'all played really well off of each other. How do you 2 feel playing off of each other, whether it be off the ball or on the ball?
I mean, it feels good because Sid, she likes to attack a lot, and I mean, her shot is off falling too. So I mean, having those 2 kind of point guard and wing players on the court really helps us out a lot, because we both know kind of play the same position at the same time. So we kind of just know where each other are and have that connection. So.
Sydney, a lot of new faces on this team since the last time you were on the court. Does that make the return a little bit more difficult, or was it kind of still like a seamless transition coming back?
I think it was pretty seamless. It was good. I mean, everybody does their job, and it makes it easy for me. Just find people where they're at, drive when I need to drive. So.
What does a win like this mean for the team? You played a tough team, you're shorthanded, you come back, you hang tough. What does this mean for the team?
I think it was just another good win to protect our home floor. It feels great knowing that everybody stepped up when we need to step up, because we weren't shooting great the first half, but I think everybody did what they had to do at the end to get the job done. So.
You've got these last couple of non-conference games, a couple in Vegas. What are some things that y'all want to tune up before you start AAC play?
I think we just got to tighten up our defense, kind of play within our role, because when we come as a team together, we're pretty unstoppable sometimes. But I think we just got to stick together on the defensive side, because offense just comes to us naturally. So.